The hell was that? Shots. Anyways, man, shout out to everybody out there, man. Good Sunday morning. Hey, I'm on my morning walk. I'm just doing this YouTube channel. I mean, this thing I haven't been on YouTube in a while, and I need to shave. But anyways, man, I let you boy. The chickens have came home to roost. I just watched a video of Haven Bullets. Shout out to that guy, man. He puts on great content, man. I love like listening to him because he exposes some shit. And what I saw was, something that I remember me and Soul Traveler. We made a couple of videos back in the day. About I want to say about 7, 8 months ago, and we were talking about how the whole movement and everything like that, and a lot of the stuff that we said became is unraveling. It's unraveling. It's unraveling. And then I just saw a video. I didn't get through the whole thing of Tone Talks, Negro splaining, and Tariq probably going to start Negro splaining, pretty soon. I guess the whole contention was, oh man, the whole contention was they said that Tariq made a post on Twitter about, basically saying like, you don't need to vote Democrat. Basically trying to squeeze Trump in there into their minds and stuff like that. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I mean, listen, it doesn't take a goddamn rocket scientist. Maybe a lot of motherfuckers that follow him realize, I mean, even Yvette Carnell and all them, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize what they were spewing was a whole bunch of propaganda and somebody lined their pockets. The thing about niggas, man, yeah, I said it, niggas, whenever they get, some money, they always gonna want more. They're always gonna start separating themselves. Next thing you know, you got FBI, CIA movement, and everything. Hey, so they're fighting right now. I see that Tone Talks, from what I saw, was hitting them with a couple little taps. So before it goes whatever. But you knew Tariq wanted the whole time with Yvette Carnell. He did. Come on, man. Is there anybody that you've ever that he hasn't had a falling out with? Jay Morrison, Umar Johnson, Boyce Watkins, guy that he, the gun guy that he had, or it's every single one of them, and it's so hilarious because you guys need to go listen to some of my old podcasts about ADOS, and you'll hear exactly what I was saying. This was, I didn't say I prophesized it, but I prophesized it. It is going to get worse. And you know what? This was a covert, probably I think like a right-wing campaign dressed up with a bunch of Negro faces. Just like I said in America, if you want to sell anything, you want to sell chicken. If you want to sell chicken, you put a black fucking face on it. If you want, shout out to you, man. What's up, man? Stress 74. No, is it Steve 745? Shout out to you, man. But anyways, man, like I said, if you want to sell anything in this country, you put a black face on it. You put a black face on it, and and I my antennas were up when I was watching a YouTube show by Tariq, and I was like, damn, there's like 5,000 live listeners. I used to, go and watch his thing. I was like, 5,000. Wow. It went from like, 1,500, 1,000 to 5,000. And as a marketer, I know that in order to get that much exposure, like when you have shows like Undisputed, where, Skip Bayless and what's the name, they barely even have like 3,000. You have CNN, all those type of things. I was like, damn, that's some serious money for YouTube that they're paying to get all that exposure. I wonder. And you know he ain't paying for it. Somebody's paying for it. And plus, this overt propaganda that's being spilt by these guys, and then they're getting all this support. Come on, man. You know what it is, man. You know what it is. And now these niggas are fighting over crumbs. Conferences. You know what I'm saying? Big fucking Ponzi scheme. You guys are some hoe ass niggas, man. Seriously, man. It's your nephew Steve. Oh, Steve, what's up, man? Hey, man, don't listen. Hey, man, you get on my live stream, man. You too young for this, man. You too young for this. Anyways, man. What's funny about this whole thing is anybody in their right mind could have saw this coming. I mean, this is par for the course. You know, you divide, you conquer, you destroy, you do all kinds of things, man. What's happening, man? Yo, bro. Oh man, I think I remember this. Arthur Bartlett. I think you're real, like, true to the game, ADOS, or, you know, pro, you know, all that stuff, I think, aren't you? Yeah. But anyways, man, I don't think it's going to be about reparations anymore, and all is going to happen right now is Tariq has got the green light from somebody to destroy whatever it is good for black people or something like that. He is going to start destroying, just like he did Umar Johnson. You remember Umar Johnson was on the Breakfast Club. His popularity has grown. I mean, I don't think his popularity has you know, died or anything like that, but his mainstream you know, appeal has definitely taken oh, you from Barbados, man? Shout out to you, man. And so you're not, I guess you wouldn't be called foundational or a foundational, or the ancestor of American slave, or I don't even know what the acronyms are anymore. But what I was saying is he's came to destroy. You know, he's getting probably pockets lined up, and, you know, somebody, you know, he probably needs some funding from what's he call it, Kickstarter or some shit. Hey, it's funny as fuck. He was crying like a bitch. The other day I saw him on what's the name, how Kickstarter has you know, kind of, you know, took a little cut out of his check, you know, saying, run up the check, get your money, black man, get your money. Whoa. Yeah, man. Yeah, Jen. Damn, I got family up in here today, man. You know, I got family up in here today. But check this out, man. The funniest thing is, you know what's gonna come, what's coming next. Some type of doll, some type of smear campaign, and some type of smear campaign is coming. So the thing about it is, everything that they accuse, you know, of immigrants and African people, you know, people that are not foundational, is going to happen to them, because, you know, here you come. One of the main things that we were accused of was tribalism, you know, being way too tribal, and I was like, and I used to be confused, me and Soul Traveler Man, if you on here, man, get on here, man. But anyways, we were confused on how the hell, you know, you accuse us of tribalism when you have a group like this. I mean, if either I'm deaf, dumb, and blind, or I don't understand what tribalism is. Maybe I'm just deaf, dumb, and blind, and I don't understand what tribalism is, because this is, to me, the antithesis of tribalism. This is the another word, the epitome of tribalism. It's crazy. It's like you have all these different tribes, and they look exactly, they're the same phenotype, but yet they are tribal. I mean, they have different tribes. That's the epitome of it. But it's the thing is like when they say when you argue with a fool, you become a fool. The more that you argue about the glaring things that that's been exposed over and over and over, the more you find yourself going into a rabbit hole. The more you find yourself chasing your tail, because they've got canned talking points that are just based on stupidity. Hold your own nuts. Just ignorant as hell. Hold your own nuts. We are embracing our lineage, and these just stupid ass things. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It is crazy. And the thing about it was, I saw the other day, they're selling these shirts called Foundation, and he made a shirt, and the whole thing is about reparations. That's what it is, and he purposely left Malcolm X off this whole thing, and that was very strategic, because if you think about just in Black history or Black movements, anything like that, you have like people that have been freedom fighters for the longest time, and they have used different methods of freedom fighting. You got Marcus Garvey, you got Carmichael, you got Malcolm X. They didn't make the cut, and the reason is you can't include them in the ADOS description. So you want to cut off your nose to spite your face, and also you want to disguise it. I mean, use it under the guise of something else. It is what it is. It's like, but the fraction of the people that are following this movement, I mean, I guess a large fraction of it just simply don't know anything. They've never ever picked up a book. They've never ever looked up research. They don't know anything. They just hear, give me some money. And that's it. Give me some money. And, and the thing about it is some of the people that he left off were the main people that were talking about reparations. Which is just mind-numbingly do about it. You can't really do anything about it. Ignorance is bliss. If you don't know better, you don't do better, and that's the thing. It's like I'll probably get a bunch of comments of these one-word canned responses, like, oh, it's all about lineage, or immigrant. You seem. And first of all, I'm not an immigrant. I was born in this country. My parents immigrated here, but I was born in this country. And that's another thing we talked about too. Sooner or later, we're going to start getting into that whole conversation, because it's very strategic and it's very covert. Because what the people that are funding a lot of this movement, they want to get into those 13th Amendment conversations. They want to get into the citizen. They want to get into all those conversations. And like I said, in America, if you want to sell anything, put a black face on it. Put a black face on it. And I learned this partly because of Tariq Nasheed. He gave me some game a long time ago when I used to listen to this